Mapiko and the Shadow Lesson. Hello everyone, and welcome back to African Myths and Faith, Stories for Kids and Adults. Today I want to tell you a story from Southern Africa, specifically about the Makan people in Mozambique and Tanzania. It's a story about a proud dancer, a tricky shadow, and a lesson about humility and teamwork. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the story of the Mapiko dancer and the Shadow Lesson. Once upon a time, in a lively village nestled among tall trees and rolling hills, there lived a dancer named Tano. Tano was famous all around for his beautiful, colorful masks called Mapiko masks. These masks had intricate patterns and long, flowing designs that made him look like a creature from the stories his elders told. Every year during special celebrations, Tano would wear his mask and dance with great energy, telling stories through his movements. The villagers loved watching him. His dance was full of pride and confidence. Now Tano believed he was the best dancer in the land. He would often boast to others, saying, "No one can dance like me. I am the greatest Mapiko dancer of all." His friends, the other dancers and villagers, would smile politely, but sometimes they wondered if Tano's pride was a little too much. One day, during a festival, Tano prepared for his biggest dance yet. As he practiced, he noticed something strange. His long masked shadow stretched out on the ground behind him. And to his surprise, the shadow was not just simple shape. It seemed to dance along with him, mimicking every step. At first, Tano was amused. "Look at my shadow. It's almost as good as me," he chuckled. But as he danced more wildly, he suddenly tripped over his own shadow. His long shadow, which had been stretching out behind him, now tangled him up and made him stumble. Embarrassed, Tano looked around. The other villagers giggled softly, but Tano felt his pride slipping away. That night, as he sat alone, Tano realized something important. His boastful attitude had made him forget about some key lessons, like how dancing isn't just about showing off, but about working together, being humble, and respecting others' space and efforts. The next day, Tano decided to try again. This time, he focused on his steps, shortening them so he wouldn't trip over his big shadow. He also remembered what his elders said. When you dance, think of lifting others up, not just yourself. So he made a plan. He would dance with others, helping each other, sharing the spotlight, and making sure everyone's masks and shadows had space to move freely. As Tano practiced with his friends, they came up with a fun idea, a buddy lift plan for chores. Imagine cleaning the village together. One person sweeps, another dusts, and someone else takes care of the washing. They made a game of it. When everyone helped each other, the chores became easier and more fun. Tano learned that teamwork makes everything better. That afternoon, during the festival again, Tano danced with a new attitude. He kept his steps short and steady, and he made sure to lift others' masks first. His dance was still beautiful, but now it was full of humility and joy shared with friends. The villagers cheered even louder, seeing how much Tano had learned. And what about his shadow? Well, from that day on, Tano paid attention to it, not as something to boast about, but as a reminder that even a great dancer needs to be careful and humble. His shadow became a symbol of teamwork and respect. So what can we learn from Tano's story? Sometimes we get carried away with our pride and forget that everyone has a part to play. Whether it's in dancing, doing chores, or helping friends, lifting each other up and working together makes everything better. And just like Tano shortened his steps to avoid tripping, we can also slow down and be mindful of others' space and efforts. Here's a little activity you might try at home or with friends. Think of a chore you all do together, like cleaning your room or helping in the kitchen. Make a buddy lift plan. Decide who will do what and help each other out. It makes the work easier and more fun, and you'll see how much teamwork can bring everyone closer. Remember, being proud is good, but humility and teamwork are what truly make us strong. Just like the Mapiko dancer who learned to dance with care, we can all learn to lift each other up and move forward together. Thanks for listening today. I hope you enjoyed this story from Southern Africa about the Mapiko dancer and the shadow lesson. Until next time, keep dancing, keep helping, and remember, teamwork makes everything better.